Hi, my name is Jose Perez, and I'll be talking about Module 6, Coordinated Management of Meaning, or CMM, as it's stated in the chapter. Um, CMM stands for, is a theory that looks directly into the communication process and offers many insights and ideas to change the patterns of communication. And as far as a module goes, there's many aspects of CMN, but specifically I will be discussing the logical force that is associated with CMM. And the logical force is the pressure or need to respond to something another person has told you, and your need to respond with disagreement most of the time, because that's how arguments are started, with a disagreement. And in connection with myself and the logical force is something I've come in contact with, as many of you have, because if you argue with someone, you most likely have involved yourself in logical force, and which is nothing to be ashamed of. We're all human, and sometimes you have to disagree sometimes. So the inferences I have created based on logical force and the theory of CMM is that I involve myself with this theory that now I'll make an inference based on my opinion of this theory. An inference to this theory is that many times neither party wants to argue with the other, but feel compelled to harm the other person with words, and this goes on and on until both parties just break apart and fall apart, I guess. And this, which is URP, your unwanted repetitive pattern, which is also stated in the chapter, in which the discussion is meaningless and goes on in a circle with the argument, and you just keep on talking bad about one another, and it doesn't even, probably isn't even about what the argument even started with. And the figure of the serpent, which is figure 6.3, is shows how the deteriorating conversation of argument, and how it shows what started in an argument and how it is flowing. This is a great depiction of how most arguments go and how logical force is involved. It shows a great representation about how our argument is started and how it ends. Of like in the chapter, it talks about how one party was talking about the life of Pi, and the other party disagreed with how he says the movie was, how it was great, and he liked it. And from there on, it's a lot of name calling and disagreement, and at the end, it didn't even talk about Life of Pi anymore. So, with myself, I mean that I'm very hard-headed, and so disagreement comes naturally. The conclusion is logical force is a theory that I believe is due to the fact that I'm hard-headed myself, like I just stated, and have been in many arguments, and after feel that there shouldn't have even been an argument in the first place. Its connection to the coordinated management of meaning is that people lose sight of the original message that is given and created their own pattern, which indicates an argument because everyone has their own opinion. Thank you for your time and listening. You have a great day.